What's going on, everybody? It's Dark Strider, and honestly, this is some of the most incredible cope that I've ever seen. And this goes back to what's been going on with UbiSoft. Again, this is another story out of a shareholder meeting, and it absolutely blows my mind. So, UbiSoft's CEO says that the reason Star Wars Outlaws flopped was because the Star Wars brand was in choppy waters. So, because of the fandom being upset with Star Wars and the direction that it's been going, that's why this game was a failure. And I want to say, you know what? You are out of your mind. If you are a fan of open world games, if you are a fan of Star Wars, if you are a fan of Ubisoft for some reason, or you genuinely enjoy their IPs for the most part, like Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs or what have you, this is absolute malarkey. This is absolute crap. As a Star Wars fan, yeah, there are a lot of things going on in the Star Wars universe that just, make no sense. I mean, the Acolyte wasn't the best. It was weird. The Book of Boba Fett, personally, it just, I don't know. It was too slow. It was uninteresting. I know a lot of people really like Andor. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't get through Andor. I don't even think I got through season 1 of Andor. I think I got to, I don't even know where I got to. I know that I even tried doing it while being inebriated, and I still couldn't get through Andor. I don't know what the deal is with it. It just didn't resonate with me. But a lot of them do. The Mandalorian, Star Wars Rebels. I really do like Ahsoka. I know a lot of people are having problems with that. I even like the Obi-Wan series, even though a lot of people didn't like that. And I understood why a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was kind of cool, personally. Again, that's just me. But overall, a lot of these series are hit or miss. They resonate with some, others don't like it, others still think that some of the stuff is great or hot garbage. It's either or. Now, as far as Outlaws went, Outlaws really wasn't a good game. You did not create a good game. It wasn't something people were interested in. It wasn't a great storyline. There wasn't a lot of really awesome action. It was basically like you try to make a non-combative Metal Gear Solid game. Like the whole game had to be stealth. Meanwhile, you're not a company known for stealth, even with your Assassin's Creed, at least lately. Everything is kick in the door and just go. There is no stealth in Ubisoft games anymore. You'd be hard-pressed to find it. And honestly, I can't see this game having gone far. I didn't get any of the DLCs for it. I played through it, and that was it. I didn't trophy chase. I did nothing. It was a chore to get through that game. At least for me it was. And the thing is that I don't want to hear that it was the Star Wars brand, that it was because there was a woman in the lead, anything like that. There were no Jedi or not, even though, Jedi are interesting and whatnot. You just did not make a good game. That's the long and short of it. You didn't make a good game. If tomorrow we got Shadow Drop, the third installment in the Cal Kestis series made by EA, that game would do numbers. I don't even want to hear it. And it's not that it's a male protagonist. It's not that, the Star Wars brand is back, that, there was like a series that recently came out that blew everyone's minds or whatever. No, it's because they made a compelling game. There was action in this game. There was suspense, there was mystery, there was exploration. As far as everything to do with Star Wars Outlaws, it was just a lot of like, you had to hide. You couldn't be out in the open. You couldn't fight anybody. I mean, granted, a lot of people complain, oh, how did she headbutt a stormtrooper and the stormtrooper got knocked out? He's wearing a helmet. What the hell? Even looking past that, you just did not make a compelling game. You didn't. The game was boring. I'm okay with having some stealth parts, but at the same time, I really do need my parts where I go out there and I'm beating the hell out of people. That's fun. Shootouts in that game would have been fun. There were so many things that they could have done, that they could have altered to make that game incredible, and they didn't. And honestly, you blaming the franchise, you blaming Star Wars as a brand itself, you are on crack. Straight up crack. Honestly, there really was no difference in the look of Outlaws as opposed to the Jedi Survivor and, Fallen Order games. The games all look great. They all look like they belong in the Star Wars universe. It's not that you didn't make a visually amazing game. You just made a story that nobody was interested in. Nobody's interested in going and trying to, join all the criminal organizations and everything like that, or start up a criminal organization. Look at the book of Boba Fett. That's all Boba Fett did. I thought he was going to be this badass bounty hunter. He was going to go across the entire universe and, just kick shit up. No. Instead, he wanted to, do some politics on Tatooine. Why? It was useless. It was one of the dumbest storylines I've ever seen. The only interesting episodes were when the Mandalorian showed up. And that, same brand, same sort of thing, except Boba Fett wasn't as bad as you thought he was, which is crap. Same thing with Outlaws. Outlaws, you could have done so much with that game. What I was expecting and what I got were two totally different things. And honestly, I could replay all of the old Star Wars games over and over again. Outlaws, I can't. I cannot with Outlaws. I am dreading. I've been playing through all of the games all over again and, putting them in a playlist. Outlaws is going to take me some time. I have to be mentally prepared for that. That story sucked. The game control sucked. The gameplay sucked. The characters sucked. There was nothing interesting about that game. There was nothing that kept me there. The only reason I played through it was a chore. I had to get through it because I was showing people gameplay on it. And it was just crap. So Ubisoft, this is a case where with this franchise, it was not that the franchise was in trouble. It was not that the game suffered because the fandom was toxic or anything. It's nothing like that. The whole reason the game failed was because you failed to capture the whole spirit of what the Star Wars universe is. That's what you failed on. Like I said, a lot of the different series that are out, some are hits, some are misses, some are liked by some people for some reason, others dislike everything. And then there are the fake fans that just like everything because it's Star Wars, or, they don't like everything in Star Wars or anything in Star Wars because of what they heard, or they want to grift and they got some bills to pay, so they're going to make you hate the game or the series. Honestly, Outlaws, once again, hit or miss. And for me, complete miss. And obviously, financially, it was a complete miss. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Outlaws failed because the Star Wars brand was toxic, because the fandom was toxic? Or was the brand teetering on the edge? Or do you think that it's just because it was Ubisoft and the type of game that they made? Would you play the third installment with Cal Kestis if EA dropped that? Or are you not even interested in it at all? Are you not interested in Star Wars altogether, but you're interested in the games? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.